Debbie has a traumatic story. She was hit by a drunk driver going 85 miles an hour. Her life changed overnight. She was in a wheelchair for a long amount of time, didn't know if she would ever walk again. And then she found Dr. Hansen. And we're going to head over there right now, and you're going to hear a story that's sad and happy all at the same time.
It was my husband's birthday. We were driving over the hill from Incline, my daughter and my husband and we were hit head-on by a drunk driver going 82 miles an hour, so we didn't make it. I don't remember after that, other than I spent 3 months in the hospital, had over 30 broken bones. My husband had a broken back, a torn aorta, lots of injuries. My daughter walked away from it, thank God. I basically was put back together again by a lot of doctors, and after about 6 years of having surgeries and being put back together, I was having a lot of neck pain and numbness down my right arm, and I did consult a surgeon for that, and of course was told I needed to have surgery.
And your husband had actually had several back surgeries, correct?
He had 2 failed back surgeries. I wish that we had found Doc before he had any of those surgeries to at least try the spinal decompression to see if it would have worked for him.
So is that partly why you were leery about having back surgery, because you'd watched him go through 2 failed
That
surgeries?
and the fact that I had already had maybe 6 or 7 surgeries because of the accident, and to be honest, I was scared to death to do it again. I couldn't. And so I decided to seek out alternative methods. I had heard about Doc around town about ProSpinal, and I told my husband that I was going to go and this is what I was going to try. So when I came into Doc's office, basically that day I was crying. I was in so much pain. I had come in initially for my neck, but it was my back at that point. I had fallen, and it ended up that I had a huge bulging disc. So Doc ordered MRI, and it was just one of the second largest bulging discs that he had seen. And he said, let's try it, let's go for it. And the thing I love about him is that for me, he just wanted me to get well. It wasn't about the money. It wasn't about anything else. That day, it was about that.
Okay, in Debbie's case, we have a before and after MRI. The before MRI, as you can see here at the bottom of her spine, she has a very large disc herniation. After about 6 to 8 weeks of decompression with laser therapy applied from the back into the disc, you can see here on the post-MRI that she is 95% better than the pre.
It's hard for me to listen to your story because I can't imagine, with my child in the car and these things. I'm sure that he felt a lot of compassion for your situation as well. So you ended up here. That's the good news.
I did.
You ended up here, and your husband and your daughter lived as well. And so you got here, and what I really want to know, and what I think is really hard for people to believe, is that your treatments here were 6 to 8 weeks long. I mean, this was not something that you had to do for years and years and years to get better. You did some neck treatments for 6 weeks and back treatments for 8 weeks, and it's been 1.5 years now since you completed your treatments with Dr. Hansen. And what's the result been?
The result has been that for my bulging disc in my back, I did have another MRI done. And my other doctor could not believe that it was not there, which is a miracle. And so it's amazing. I can't even tell you. The option of surgery or spinal decompression, there's just no choice involved in that to me. My neck is not completely fixed, but the numbness has gone away. Pretty much. I have a little bit of tingling, and I don't know that it ever will be completely 100%, but my back, I tell you, I would lay in bed just wanting to scream. The pain was so horrible. So I would come 4 days a week and I would do spinal decompression for my neck and my back. And then I also we started doing laser treatment, and that was amazing, and that just helped to speed up the recovery so much.
It's a miracle that you're here. It sounds to me like you've had a lot of miracles.
Yes.
So I'm just gonna thank you truly just for coming here and sharing your story with everyone. People look for solutions and they need to know about alternatives, and it was very kind of you to come and share your story, and I'm thrilled to death that you're doing better, and I'm thrilled that you're all just here at all. So thank you.
You're welcome.